back with another Big Ten football preview and predictions video. I've done a whole bunch of these already. I'm going through all of the Big Ten. If you want to be able to look at all the other teams I've done 8 so far. Michigan, Michigan State, Ohio State, Penn State, Nebraska, Iowa, Rutgers, and Wisconsin. And now I'm doing Illinois. This is my 9th one, and then I've got a few more after this: Purdue, Maryland, Indiana, and there's probably a couple other I can't remember. Minnesota, I got it. Northwestern, those are the rest of them. But Illinois, they're out of the West, and I'm gonna leave a link in the description. I've said this in all the videos I've done so far, to the playlist of all those videos. If you haven't watched any of those Big Ten prediction videos and you want to check it out, it's in the description. You can watch it at some of those videos after this one. But Illinois, you guys kind of know how I feel they're going to go. If you've been watching all of these, then you kind of know how I feel about Illinois. And I think pretty much everybody has the same feeling about Illinois and how they're going to go this year, but let's see what I think. So the first few games are pretty easy, actually. So the first game is against Akron. Definitely could lose this game. Illinois could, but I don't think so. I'm going to give them the win. I'm going to give them the edge here. I say that they win their season opener at home against Akron. Connecticut was one of the worst teams in the FBS last year. Like, they were just terrible. I don't believe they only won like one game or something like that, and that's bad. It's not like Rutgers where they like only won one game because they're in a tough division or like a tough conference. But Connecticut, I believe they only won like one game. Connecticut hasn't been relevant in a long time. And unless you're talking about, I believe, basketball, and Connecticut doesn't really have much going for it in football. I have Illinois winning here, pretty easy. So you guys are 2-0. Eastern Michigan, another crap team that usually loses most of all their games. They'll have a close one with Rutgers if they play them. They don't this year, but whenever they do, it's close. Eastern Michigan, win. Illinois is going to start out the season 3-0. Then they go up against Nebraska at home. And I've already done my Nebraska video. I'm really high on Nebraska this year. I have them going far this season. A lot better than their 2018 season. I have Illinois losing here, which is pretty obvious if you've seen my Nebraska video. I've got Illinois losing here to Nebraska. Minnesota at Minnesota. This is also a loss. I had Minnesota winning a bigger game early in the season or something like that. I don't remember. I already did the prediction video on it. Not on Minnesota, but on the team that I have losing to Minnesota, which is a bigger team. Minnesota to me is a middle of the road team. Illinois is, if you've been watching these, you guys know I feel Illinois is a kind of a bottom of the barrel Big Ten West team, or just a Big Ten team in general, bottom of the barrel. Loss here at Minnesota, because I think Minnesota is going to be a pretty decent team this year, at least for a Minnesota team. Michigan, loss. You're not winning this game against Michigan. It's at Michigan. Michigan's going to be one of the best in the country this year, at least according to a lot of people. I am a Michigan fan, by the way, so don't you can complain about it in the comments all you want, but I'm a Michigan fan. We're going to be really good this year. So a loss there. Wisconsin, another loss, which is loss number 4 in a row. So you start out 3-0, but then you eventually go from 3-0 to 3-4, losing to Wisconsin in your 4th game to have that losing record. It's at home for you, but that's not going to matter. I'm not really high on Wisconsin, and this could be closer, I guess. Probably not. Wisconsin wins here. Wisconsin's going to be a somewhat improved team. Not according to what I think their record's going to be, but Wisconsin's going to be better than Illinois. Purdue, loss. Even though it's very possible you guys could win this game, the only reason I'm not giving it to you is for two reasons. One, what they did against, or I should say, one, Rondale Moore. I mean, he's going to run all over your defense. And two, they're kind of a middle-of-the-road team as well, in my opinion. And what they did to Ohio State last year, it's hard to say that they could lose any game, really. I mean, like, you really don't know. They're kind of unpredictable, Purdue, because sometimes, like I said, they went from beating Ohio State in, I said this in another video, but when they went from beating Ohio State, like just brutally destroying Ohio State, and then the very next week losing to Minnesota at home. Not even losing, getting destroyed by Minnesota. It was like 41-8 or something like that. I couldn't believe it, and I was surprised. I was like, "Oh, Purdue's gonna win this." I mean, they did great last week. I guess they just got a little too cocky, or they're just unpredictable, and you never know how they're gonna do. But I've got Purdue winning here. It is only Illinois, by the way, so Purdue wins here. Rutgers, this is where I give you guys another win. This is the game that you guys look forward to the most in the Big Ten. Why? Because they're the only team that's worse than you. You guys win here against Rutgers pretty, I shouldn't say easy, but maybe it'll be close. Maybe it'll be closer this year. I don't know. But Rutgers will give you win number 4 of the season. Michigan State, loss. Michigan State's going to be a heavily improved team this year, in my opinion. Offense is going to return a lot of players that should help them win more games than they did in 2018. Defense is going to be ridiculous. Like, they're going to be hard. It's going to be hard to play against that defense. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Brandon Peters, former Michigan quarterback, is your quarterback. By the way, he's not that great. I don't know why he's starting for you. I mean, I guess he's the best you've got, but he's not really that fantastic. Definitely not on a Shea Patterson level. I mean, he was our third string. He was our third string guy. But in the 2017 season, he ended up becoming our first string guy because our first and second string guys got hurt because we had a garbage offense that couldn't protect the quarterback, so they both got injured. And then he came in and he played for the rest of the season, and he was very bad. I shouldn't say he wasn't awful. He was just kind of mediocre. I don't know. Maybe he'll do better with you guys. I doubt it. But loss. He's definitely not gonna do much against this Michigan State team. And against their defense, so not happening there. Lost to Michigan State. You have your bye week. Oh, okay. So you already had your bye week. I thought that was like the first one. I was like, good Lord, that was a long ways. Iowa, loss. I've already done my Iowa predictions. You know, if you watch that, you know that I think Iowa's gonna win the Big Ten West. Illinois is probably the worst team in the Big Ten West this year. So, what I think is the best versus the worst, in my opinion. It's pretty obvious who I think is going to win this one. Northwestern, loss. Northwestern won't be like last year. They won't win 10 games or anything like that. I don't think. I mean, they could, but I don't think so. I think that was just their surprisingly good year after starting out kind of bad and then just really improving on the season. I don't know. Maybe they'll surprise us again because they're not ranked going into the season. And I guess that should say something. Northwestern's not going to be on the level that they were in 2018. So but I still have you guys winning because I think that they're still going to be towards the top, like top 3, top 4 in the Big Ten West. They'll be up there, towards the top, but not at the very top. you'll lose here. It won't be like Iowa. It won't be as hard of a game as Iowa, but it'll still be a really tough game that you probably won't win. And I don't really care that if it's at home. I mean, I don't think home field advantage really counts for teams that are not very good. And that is it. Wow. Alright, so I have you winning your first 3 games against Akron, Connecticut, and Eastern Michigan, and then I don't have you winning another game for a few more weeks until you play Rutgers on November 2nd. So you won't win. So according to me, you won't win a single October game. You'll win on August 31st, September 7th, and September 14th, and you won't win another game till November 2nd. So 4-8 is what I have Illinois going this year. You guys let me know how you think they're going to go. Once again, you can check out the playlist for the rest of these. I've done the number 9 now, I think, so far. And yeah, that's it for today. I'll have 2 more coming out tomorrow, which I don't know. They'll probably be Northwestern and Indiana. Or I'll do Indiana and then Northwestern. One of the two. Or maybe the other way around. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll end up doing 3. And then we're going to move on to something else. I want to do like NFL prediction videos and stuff like that too. So yeah, Illinois, 4-8. Probably going to be last in the Big Ten West. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Subscribe and like for more.